My name is Daniel, and I want to tell you about a simple day that changed my life. One Monday morning, I woke up at 7. My alarm rang, but I didn't want to get up. I was so tired, and I wanted to sleep a little longer. I looked at my phone, saw a bunch of messages, and remembered that I had a lot to do that day. But then I decided to get up, have a nice breakfast, and look outside. It was a cloudy morning and the air was a bit chilly. I took a deep breath and said to myself, "Today can be a good day." I went to the kitchen, made some coffee, had my breakfast, and started thinking about my life. I had so many plans, so many goals. I wanted to learn English, get healthier, become a millionaire, and travel around the world. But the only problem was that I always told myself, I will start tomorrow. And then tomorrow became next week, and then next month, and so on. Today, I decided that it was time to change. I got ready for work, went to the office, and looked at my long list of tasks. Usually, seeing that list made me feel overwhelmed, but this time I decided to take it one task at a time. I finished the first task on my list and moved on to the next one, and then the third, the fourth, the fifth. It wasn't that hard, actually. You just need to divide big problems into smaller ones. I finished all my tasks, had lunch, and went back to my office. In the evening, I went home, sat on the couch, and looked at my phone, trying to decide whether I should waste a few more hours on social media. But then I remembered my plan and took my phone away. I made a simple schedule for that day. I wanted to study English for 20 minutes, do some sport for 20 minutes, and read a book for 10 minutes. It wasn't a lot, but I thought that any progress was better than none. I opened my English book and started reading. There were a lot of words I didn't know, but I didn't give up. I read the same story for the second time, and then for the third, and then for the fourth. Actually, it wasn't that hard to understand the plot. And then, for 20 minutes, I did sport. It was boring, but I was happy that I did it. Before going to bed, I looked at my schedule and saw that I did everything. I was proud of myself, even though I didn't do anything big. The next morning, I did the same thing, and then the day after that. Some days I was motivated, and some days I wasn't. Sometimes I felt like I didn't want to do anything at all, but I didn't give up. It felt good to get up and do something, even if I wanted to stay in bed, and then I realized that you shouldn't be motivated all the time. Sometimes you just need to force yourself to do something. That's how you move forward in life. But then I started applying that knowledge to my English learning. While walking outside, I described things around me. The sky is gray, the car is red, the man is walking. I'm going to the store. The weather is nice today. All these sentences were simple, but they helped me think in English. I didn't care about grammar or about words I didn't know. I just wanted to learn how to speak English. Mistakes were a natural part of that process. A few months later, I sat in a cafe when a tourist approached me and asked for help in English. He asked me for directions, and I was a little nervous. But this time, I didn't say that I couldn't speak English. I smiled and said that I spoke a little, and then I told him what he needed to know. My English was far from perfect, and my knowledge of grammar was lacking, but it was enough. When the tourist left, I felt so happy that I changed something in my life. I stopped putting off learning English. I started practicing, and I felt proud of myself. I made mistakes and was embarrassed, But I kept going. I learned that you don't need to have a big plan when you want to learn a language. You just need to make a habit of speaking English every day, even for a short amount of time, can change your whole life. So go ahead and start today. Talk about your day in English. Describe things around you. Listen to some English songs. Watch some movies in English. Learn a few new words and practice your pronunciation. It doesn't matter how fast or how far you go. It doesn't matter if your English accent sounds like Shakespeare's. Just remember these simple things. Practice makes perfect, and small successes lead to greater victories. So do something today, and then tomorrow, and then the day after that.